Hello, my name is Catherine Goobles. It's so nice to meet you.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Guillen. It's really nice to be here today.
Hi there, my name is Terry. I'm very happy to meet you.
How have you been doing today with all this weather and all this crazy stuff going on?
I have been doing great. Unfortunately, our partner physician, Dr. Chris Jordan, will not be able to join us today, but I'm very happy to be talking to you. And I have heard very great things about Ethicon.
Well, speaking of great things, that Astro win, oh my gosh, that is amazing. I, for one, was stuck in traffic a very long time because of that parade. How about y'all?
I had a doctor's appointment that morning, so I couldn't make it, but I saw it all over social media and it looked really crazy.
I was working remotely, so I didn't have to be a part of all that craziness, but I also watch it on social media, and I'm very happy for the Astros.
So I'm so sorry that Dr. Jordan couldn't be here today, but I am glad to hear that you're able to join us and that you've heard great things about our brand and what we stand for. So without taking up too much of your time, I would like to ask if 10 minutes still works for you in order for us to get to know you guys at Jordan better. But we are so eager to see if we can provide any solutions for you guys.
Definitely, it is a pleasure of this call. I look forward to seeing what you guys have to offer.
Wonderful. Well, Rebecca and I have been working for 2 years as account managers at the Johnson & Johnson company, specifically for our Ethicon Surgical Technologies division. We specialize in surgical sutures and wound closure devices and have since 1887. Our most notable one recently is our skin closure system called Dermabond Prineo. So we are here to solve any challenges that the Jordan Orthopedic Group is facing, and by the end, we would love to discuss any products and info regarding a potential sale. How does that sound to you?
Sounds great. Please, I'm eager to hear everything you have to offer. Tell me more about it.
All right. So before we jump into the products, I just want to ask and confirm a couple of questions. So Terry, you are in charge of the medical purchases and product decisions for the orthopedic group, correct?
Well, that is correct. Dr. Jordan is a surgeon. However, I'm responsible for making most of the purchase. Making sure that all products we use are safe and effective for our patients.
Perfect. So, Terry, you have been working in the healthcare industry for 20 years now, and you are currently an operating room director at Jordan Orthopedic Group, where you have been working for 8 years. You have a lot of experience under your belt, so I would just like to ask if there is an ideal operation room setup that you prefer, or are there any specific products that you like to use, or do you have a desire to change anything?
Well, we focus on knee and hip replacement surgery. Therefore, 3 out of 5 of our surgeons use the traditional sutures for the deeper layers to relieve tension on the incision. And then we use this skin stapler for the top skin closure layer. They prefer this method because it is quick and it is effective. There's no much of a demand for a change in our setup, seeing as we're dealing with the typical risks.
What type of risks would there be regarding the surgery or healing process that you've noticed?
I have noticed that it has been a rise in surgical site infections.
Do you believe that there is a specific cause for this?
I have noticed the correlation between the skin stapler and the infections.
So, do you believe that these infections could impact your business long term or affect any customer relationships?
Definitely, it is in fact possible to affect relationships with customers. The chances of them getting an infection might reflect poorly on the surgeons, and this could impact any future refers on returning customers. This, of course, affects income, and the Jordan Ortho Group is on a budget constraint at the moment. We also just want to ensure a safe healing process for our patients, which is truly what matters most.
So since you are on a budget and therefore wary about making any huge changes, but it is clear that the rise in infections could impact both your business and patients in a negative manner, We here at Ethicon do believe we have some solutions for you. So we prepared two options for you guys over at Jordan. Are you interested in hearing what we have to offer?
Yes, of course. We're hoping to solve this issue as quickly as possible while staying within our budget. We have spoken to some other brands, but we're truly looking to find the right fit for us and our patients.
That sounds good. So I'm gonna start sharing my screen in order to show you what we have to offer. So can y'all see this?
Yes.
All right. So this is our product. It's Dermabond Preneo. It is a combination of a topical liquid adhesive and a flexible mesh. So it facilitates wound closure. And so how it works is you place the mesh over top of the wound and kind of lightly press to make sure everything is together. And then you take the pen style applicator that holds the liquid adhesive and you place it over top. And so we're going to jump right into the benefits for this to see if any of this sounds interesting to you guys over at Jordan. So because it is a mesh, there is no requirement of staples, so there is no infection related to staples. The Dermabond mesh creates a watertight seal that blocks out water and bacteria, but it allows water vapor to pass through it. And that means that the wound would be moisturized, and that is an ideal healing environment for patients. And so whenever it comes to what we could offer the surgeons at Jordan is you mentioned that the staples are quick, and that's why y'all like to use them. Dermabond is also quick because of the pen style applicator. It ensures a clean application during surgery, and it is very efficient. So on top of that, whenever it comes to monitoring the wound, you can see it through the mesh because it is transparent. So it makes it easy to just keep an eye and make sure that everything is good with the patients. Does all of this sound good for the surgeons over at Jordan?
Yes, I enjoyed learning more about the information provided. I am intrigued, but I am a little bit worried about the implementation of a new product.
Okay, yeah, that is completely understandable. However, I can assure you that us over at Ethicon have helped multiple orthosurgeons in the past transition from using staples to Dermabond. It is typically very successful, and it is definitely a small learning curve that can be overcome, and it's worth it in the long term.
That is indeed an adjustment that can be made.
Wonderful. Well, we would love to show you our two options that we have for you. The first is a one-time payment of the entire box with 12 units of Dermabond applicators. As you said, you're worried about implementation, and so this allows you to buy one box as needed without the risk of overstocking, and it's way under budget for secure wound closure systems, and it helps the spike in SSIs with the price per unit of $7.67 and saves $56 to about $80 per patient. Going on to our second option is buying the bulk package, which includes 10 boxes, each with 12 units of Dermabond applicators. It allows you to purchase more at once for when you see an increase in surgeries at a certain time. And it also decreases the amount spent on wound closure devices. As you see, the unit price does not change, $7.67, and offers an alternative to skin staplers that reduces the risk of surgical site infections.
Thank you for your in-depth explanation. One of the things that I would like to point out is the price point. I'm a little bit concerned with that. If we could work something out around the price, it would be great.
Of course. So as you stated earlier, you have been speaking to other companies about their skin closure systems, but with the other companies, their stuff can range from $168 to $297 per skin closure system piece. And for us, it can be around $150 to $200. And as you see with our options, the per unit price is $7.67, and you save $56.70 to $79.62 per patient. And it once again reduces the risk of surgical site infections for a cheaper cost that won't be passed on to the patient.
I believe that with everything that has been presented to me today, option one looks like the best option for right now.
Wonderful.
All right, that's great to hear. So just to confirm, Terry, you would like to commit to the first option, which is a one-time purchase with 12 units of the Dermabond applicators in order to ensure safe healing for your patients. And that's all correct?
That is correct. I'm very interested. So far, Ethicon seems like a great company for us to work with.
Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate having some of your time and meeting with you. And I just want to say before we go, y'all stay safe and stay dry because it is cold and wet outside today.
I literally started pouring, but it was nice talking to you.
Very nice talking to you too. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.